the second time he's been to a UFC fight since taking office again. He also attended one at Madison Square Garden last fall. So this is one of the president's favorite sports. It's a combat sport. It's, of course, all about fighting. It's incredibly violent. From all that we've seen, from the visual evidence, what has happened has been very sporadic. Those videos, though, also show that the vast majority of these actions have been peaceful.
Oh boy, here we go.
Here we go again. Illegal aliens, leftists, and Democrats are rioting in the streets, and our media is calling it mostly peaceful. Yes, the very same people who have been lying to this country for the last 4 years about Joe Biden's mental decline and are now still trying to gaslight and put all the blame on Democrats are claiming that these clearly violent riots are something other than that.
That's where the president is right now. He's cage side at a UFC fight. This is the popular mixed martial arts phenomenon. This is the second time he's been to a UFC fight since taking office again. He also attended one at Madison Square Garden last fall. So this is one of the president's favorite sports. It's a combat sport. It's, of course, all about fighting. It's incredibly violent, also incredibly popular. It gets a lot of money for his friend Dana White, who runs the UFC. And the parallelism here, the symbolism is so striking. The president was at his golf club in Bedminster earlier today, maybe watching pictures of the very scattered, very isolated episodes of unrest around Los Angeles. And then on the way to this UFC match, we learn about this order for the National Guard. So you have him attending a fight on the East Coast while potentially stoking a fight on the West Coast and citing what he calls riots and looters, even though from all that we've seen, from the visual evidence, what has happened has been very sporadic.
First of all, imagine being so disconnected in your bubble that you have to explain to your audience what the UFC is.
That's pretty gay.
Second, lots of popular sports are violent. Third, Brian Stelter spent several years calling anybody who knows Joe Biden's mental decline a right-wing conspiracy theorist, but now has the gall to get on TV and claim that there's some sort of a conspiracy involved with Donald Trump going to a UFC event. I mean, that's right up there with claiming that bodybuilding and working out is part of white supremacy.
You know, it is notable, right, how Trump has been very present about this on social media this evening, posting on Truth Social, posting on X, literally interspersing images of him walking out at the UFC fight with his messaging about California. And so that's going to give even more grist to critics who say he is trying to stoke conflict, trying to cause actual fighting on the West Coast, Brian.
Sounds completely insane.
Most importantly, it's clear to see that CNN and the rest of the Democrat media are currently engaged in another mostly peaceful cover-up of Democrat left-wing riots.
We are having an administration that's targeting peaceful protests, people that are there to protest.
The reality is we see peaceful protests launching in Los Angeles.
Most of the crowds, again, that I saw, that I spoke to, that I was interacting with, these are peaceful people that want to get their message across.
This has been very peaceful, Brian. It has been tense at some points.
Demonstrations have been going on right outside the Federal Detention Center. Most of those demonstrations were very peaceful.
So there's unrest. Let's start with there's protest, lawful protest, which is allowed in this country. There is some unrest.
So my sense is this is really a community movement stepping forth just in anger and frustration.
That's a community movement stepping forth. All I'm seeing here are foreign flags and 0 American flags. So which community would that be exactly? And am I crazy? Or is January 6th starting to look a lot more like a true red, white, and blue American protest compared to what has already been days worth of violent left-wing riots involving illegal aliens who wave foreign flags while attacking American officers and communities? They say that enforcing our immigration laws is literally fascism. but in reality, it's just 90s Democrat policies. What do you all think? Let me know in the comments, and if you're still here, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. I do post on a regular basis, so make sure to keep checking back for more. Thanks a lot.